Scooter. Hey, fucking welcome to this fucking show. I am in a great mood.
Ladies and
Um,
gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Zig and Larry Go Topic. Larry has informed me that he's a little salty bear right now.
I'm a
We
grumpy
don't know
little piss.
why, but I have a feeling we're going to find out together.
We're all gonna do it like a team, like a family that no one wants to spend time with.
Good,
I am
good.
sorry, buddy. I'm sorry to the listeners, but I'm not. Yeah, I normally try to be sunshine and rainbows and kitten farts.
Hmm.
Today's not one of them days.
Very good.
I haven't slept for days,
Hmm.
weeks even, weeks. I've got the insomnia real bad. My wife is concerned for my sanity. I did a show
Mm.
last night with a buddy of mine who he and I've traveled a lot and together, and he looked at me and goes, "Are you okay? Because you look like you're holding on to reality by a fucking thread." And I was like, "Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah." He just caught me giggling to myself like the fucking Joker several times last night.
See, now depending, though, I've seen you do that too in a very cute kind of fashion. Usually playing with your belly button at the time, though.
Yeah, it was not, there was no belly button. It was just, I would start to do something, then I just go, "Huh, okay, yep, we're fine." I, I'm just, I got sent home from work on Friday because I was not feeling like, I woke up and was like, this is weird. I had like the shakes and could not get warm. I had like goosebumps, but I had no fever. I
Hmm.
had no energy. I went into work, and because I've been doing temporary supervisor for the day job, which
That's right.
that's fucking over with, and fucking couldn't be more fucking grateful. Uh, I and went in to do supervisor stuff, and the boss saw me because I'm a conscientious human. I put on a goddamn mask because who knows what I've got. I
Hmm.
tested. I tested twice Friday and again yesterday. No COVID.
Did you
Um,
pee on the stick?
I put it in my pee hole. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
I'm a firm believer in once you've purchased the product, you can do whatever the hell you want with it as long as you're not hurting anybody else.
Okay, perfect. Then
Just
yeah.
I would read the instructions though if you're hoping for actual results.
Well, for the pregnancy test, I peed on it and negative. Still
Okay.
not pregnant. No matter how many times I go fuck myself. So it
Okay.
um however, I did take the Q-tip on the three different tests and did the nose, the pee hole, and the butthole, all negative.
Same Q-tip, right?
Yeah, of course. And
Okay, you don't
I
want to waste.
started low and worked my way up because
Absolutely.
yeah, because
Why waste all the spectacular stinks?
yeah, absolutely. I and so I but I was exhausted. I came home and passed out on Friday. Like I got home, shivered the whole drive home. Took my temperature. It was like maybe throughout the day 98.9, 99, and I'm like, this doesn't
That's
make any sense.
yeah.
Depending on if you've got a heavy Afghan on or not, your temperature might go up to 99.
The dog or the person?
uh the both.
Oh, okay. The
Yeah.
person holding the dog on your
Person
shoulders.
holding the dog, armpit, I believe it was.
And this fucker's wearing a blanket.
um but just I slept most of the day. By the evening felt pretty good. Thought, well, maybe I'm just exhausted because I'm not
Everybody's allowed a little weirdness every once in a bit.
yeah.
Unexplained weirdness, sure.
Yesterday felt pretty good most of the day. Took a little nap, as I like to do on a show day. um Went to the show, which we'll get to that. uh Went to the show at about 10 after 8. I just start like I just fucking hit the wall, and I'm like, what is my deal? um Performed, got the show health, you understand what.
Yeah.
um Went up, performed. I did. um we had a small audience, so I only did about 45. I could have stopped at a half hour, but everyone was having fun.
Sure.
So I was like, fine, I'll do 45. And drove home, and about the last 10 minutes to get into home, I was just so wiped out. I mean, it was 11. by the time I got home, I guess. But I was just like, my God, I'm exhausted. Um, got up today, felt pretty good, and then about 1:30 or 2 just felt like I'd been hit by a truck. I don't know what my deal is. Nicole took my pulse. We, you know, being married to an EMT
Mm.
does have its benefits. She took my pulse ox. It was fine. Um,
You got mono?
fuck, I didn't think about that.
Sounds like conceivably like you have mono.
Where would I have gotten mono?
I don't know. You've been kissing teenagers again?
Well, they hire me to be a mall Santa. I'm gonna make. I'm
I'm gonna start tonguing little boys.
gonna. You know, hey, a Christmas present for you and a Christmas present for old Saint Nick.
Mm. It sounds like I had mono when I was like what 13, I think. But yeah, it was kind of similar to that. I don't know. I mean, that's my official diagnosis.
Well, thank you,
As
doctor.
somebody who has absolutely no bearing in the medical world whatsoever.
It's just I'm gonna. Nicole did. She's like, "Are you gonna go to the doctor?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I don't feel sick. I'm gonna see how I feel tomorrow. If like I get one, I actually almost slept last night, so I'm thinking like maybe this insomnia shit is about to pass. And
Yeah.
it does this where I'll be fine, and then for like I'll be fine, and then what? Only 3 or 4 weeks I can't sleep. You know,
Well,
that's not normal? It's not everybody that
no,
does that.
no, it's not good. They used to do that stuff to prisoners of war,
Yeah,
just to watch them go insane.
yeah. And I feel bad complaining because you had your thing this week, and I'm
Yeah, I
over
had a
here.
man take a blade to my butthole. That's why
Yeah,
we're coming to you live from my bed because I still can't sit in a chair correctly.
like, yeah, old side saddle Sadie over here. Gotta.
Jesus Christ! It's not cancer that came out of me, so that's good.
That's what matters.
Hmm.
I
Well, that's what mattered then. Now what matters is not ruining the sheets.
sure, sure.
Mhm.
You've always had that issue though.
True, but this is a new and exciting way. These
Right.
fucking things are satin. These are the good ones.
He's the good. I know. I felt bad after leaving your house. We had to burn those sheets. And I
Yeah.
do. I almost was upset when Angie asked me to remove them and take them to Georgia to do it. And
Yeah, but you came around. You understood why.
oh yeah, as soon as
Yeah.
I was like, "Ha, yeah, no, that's
I
fair."
mean, I understand that it's insulting, but
No,
you
no,
know,
it was completely. I insulted your home just by
yeah,
moving.
take your filth across state lines.
Yes, absolutely.
Give it to those bastards in Savannah.
Yeah, and that's I realized she makes a good point.
Mhm.
Um, look, if you want to pull a General Sherman, this is how you start. Okay, thank you. We had plenty of time sitting in Atlanta traffic. I just light a sheet and throw it out the window. They gave us a wide berth. They thought I was tossing. Anyway, it went not
It,
going nowhere.
fine. Due to the fact that the Atlanta airport is ridiculously, I think is it the most busy in the States? But it's definitely up there if it's not. Driving through Atlanta takes some time. They really want you to slow down and take a real nice look at all their beautiful fucking signs when you're going through the city.
They really do, and
Yeah.
I mean, there's really no reason. I don't know, understand. Like, it's like 5 lanes on either side.
Mhm.
It should be a swift trip through Atlanta, and the GPS always lies. The
Yes.
GPS is always like, you'll be slowed down for maybe 15 minutes. 2.5 hours later,
The GPS just tells you you'll be fine.
you'll be
You'll be
fine.
fine.
And maybe we could go around. Oh, that will take forever. What if you get lost in hillbilly country? Then I'll fit in. Oh,
Oh, hey, tell me if this is racist. That kind of reminds. Nice. Yeah, that shirt is not racist. Um, so if you remember, we changed our Alexa to have an Australian accent,
right.
and we like it. We like the way that she says my wife's name, and she thinks it's sexy. So we're gonna keep it. And I realized that you can do that with other AI.
Does it say Angie or Angelina?
Angelina,
Oh,
kind of breathy. So we kept it. Uh, I was also realizing that other AI, you can change their accents. Now, if I have the option to change it, it shouldn't be racist if I do. I got into a knockdown, drag out fight with Siri, and I felt like I was screaming at tech support from fucking Mumbai because the thing was like just arguing with me. So I made Siri's voice an Indian man just because that seemed to put me in the right frame of mind to deal with having a conversation where no information is going back and forth.
I believe I'm going to say yes, that it's racist, but it's harmless racism.
Okay,
I
because
think
it's the same voice like when I'm getting directions when I'm driving someplace, and when I hear it, I'm like I already go, well, if it doesn't get me there the first try, I'm ready for that. I'm prepared for this to fail somehow.
right. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, he has turned his back on me. He's uh, he's arguing with a cord. He's turned his back on me. He's flipping around.
I am
He's
spare
fighting his
fucking
headphones.
spare fucking parts there. My
Get yourself tied up in your cord there, buddy.
I decided to hardwire instead of using the Wi-Fi. I decided to
Mhm.
plug in the
The Ethernet.
Ethernet
Mhm.
cable. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one. I can't fucking think.
it's okay.
I'm fucking losing it. I'm fucking losing it.
You'll be okay. You'll
It's
be all
gonna be
right.
a big deep
You and
breath.
me, we're gonna get through this together. Grab the head of your penis and squeeze real hard.
Oh, go.
See,
There it is.
that'll bring you back.
That's
Kind of
it.
hard to sleep through one of those.
Hey, can I just I got other things to bitch about real quick before
Yeah.
we move on to again, I've got an actual topic I want to discuss. But just the past few days, I'm just like I'm not I wouldn't be able to get through the episode. Everything you'd say, I'd be like, "Don't be a pussy." That would be my only. I'm really sad because I think I think that the last thing I ever said to my grandma was, "Don't be a pussy. Stop it. Knock it off." Is Larry okay? He's not.
She
I
was hooked up to several machines at that point too.
don't. And I just said, "I'll see you later," and I forgot to say I love you. Well, I guess that's on you.
I just kept going for her cord that I was gonna pull the plug and told her to quit being a pussy. She'll be fine.
Am I a bad person? Yes, Zig, you are. Anyway,
Yeah.
tell me if I'm a bad person. You are a bad person. Can
Was
we
she
move on?
awake? Yeah, she was 3 pages away from finishing her book too. It was a shit maneuver.
You little bastard. Oh. Yeah, I
We'll never know how it ends.
I'll never know how this last Harry Potter finishes. I she was reading the Chuck Tingle version for Harry Potter. Um, hey, so if you, let's say, hypothetically, Zig,
Mhm.
I need to ask you a question. Hypothetically, if you owned slash managed a bar slash restaurant slash venue,
Mhm. Mhm.
and let's say you reached out on the internet and said, "Hey, we want to start doing comedy," and let's say some people tagged an individual, and then you reach out to that individual to hire them to do a show,
Mhm. Mhm.
and that individual had some experience and said, "Here's the best way to do things." Um, and that individual that you're hiring isn't does not live in that town.
Right.
They live in a different town. You would, as a owner and or manager who hired your entertainment,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
wouldn't you would you take that upon yourself to do the lion's share of the promotion?
It seems like that would fall on me. Yeah. As the owner slash manager of a venue, it is kind of your job to make sure that it is a successful venture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, and then like I understand if you've hired a band that is local, a local band, right? You would expect that band to push, right? And try to sell some tickets
You
themselves.
would assume, depending on the band, you'd just probably assume that they have some manner of following.
Sure. But if you've hired a comic from out of town to do a show, and said comic hired two other comedians, one to host and one to feature, hypothetically speaking,
Hmm.
and the comic that you hired um, put together a sizzle reel with clips from shows from each of the comics that's going to be on the show, complete with music and a you know the advertisement at the end that has like the all the when, what, where, when, and why and how and all that. You would post that. That got sent to you. It was sent to you.
Hmm.
You'd probably post that, wouldn't you?
I would assume that, yeah, that
Uh,
would be a useful tool to show
yeah.
to people. Yeah.
And what if, again, hypothetically, that said comedian that you hired put together three different promos from each comic that each comic then used to promote, but they were sent to you? Would you put that on your social media?
Did this chuckle nuts not do a goddamn thing?
Hypothetically speaking,
Yeah.
um, hypothetically speaking, they're a very nice person. But hypothetically speaking, it like I think one thing got posted on a Wednesday, and then everything else all got posted on a Saturday,
Hmm.
the Saturday of the show,
Mm-hmm.
and then acted surprised when only four people showed up.
Yeah.
Um, Now, hypothetically speaking, those four people got a hell of a show. And I will say, hypothetically speaking, the comic that was hired to headline was a little disappointed that he didn't move the tables even closer because he tried to go out into the audience and hit the end of the microphone wire like a Rottweiler chasing a man. It was hilarious. I just, hypothetically speaking, would think you'd put up at least a poster on the door.
You just have to assume that everybody's a fucking idiot. Once you do that, the world just loses all of its allure. You're like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, you fucked up. Yeah, I could have would have been on that.
and I know like myself, I do I'm a pretty nice guy most of the time.
Hmm.
I'm a pretty nice dude, and I try to be nice. My
No argument, no joke.
I, and I appreciate that. And I know that both you and some of our other friends have told me sometimes, you're a little too nice sometimes. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I am. Like Killer the fucking buzzard from Looney Tunes, just all the time. Oh, yeah. Well, people got my best interest in mind because I got theirs. Nope.
No,
No.
no.
I am that it just, if you're gonna, especially if the comic that you hire who has had a lot of experience in producing shows and all that, when you hire them and they go, here's how to do a successful show, and you go, uh-huh, and you don't do any of it, and then you talk about, hey, we'd like to have you back. Okay, I bet you would. And when you do, we're going to discuss how to, or you're going to do it the way I told you to do. Well, we hypothetically, again,
Hmm.
this is all just a journey through my brain.
Hypothetically, what is this person's first and last name at the venue?
I have a social security number and an address, hypothetically. Again, they're a very nice person, but they're like, we expect the entertainment to do the lion's share of the promotion. I was like, that makes no sense if they're from out of town. And I, hypothetically speaking, that, with all the promos made and sent,
Especially if you haven't done comedy before.
yeah,
This was
yes,
like a first time, right?
uh-huh, yeah. And don't get me wrong, the hypothetically speaking, the venue I'm talking about was gorgeous. It's a really cool space. The people are very nice, and in fact, they were super accommodating. Could not have been nice. The staff, it just was. They were like, I can't believe there's only four people here, and I'm like, well, hypothetically, I can. That's
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to be. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice right now. It was very frustrating. That, and then,
I think the last time I've seen you upset was actually because of this exact same thing. You were at some venue and some fucking uh choke dick moron was like,
oh, that's
wouldn't turn off the
Clarksville,
TVs.
Tennessee, Mr. Billy's. Yeah, the owner there can suck all of my dick and ass. He can suck the farts right out of my dirty butthole. I
Mm,
but the bikers there were fucking rad, and I
that's right. The bikers were nice. That's right.
yeah, I was like, oh, these guys are gonna be problems. Nope, they were
What
not.
did they offer you? A crank or something, or like
Uh,
underage girl? What was it?
I think it was a crank off of an underage girl, and I was like, hey,
Ah,
trying to cut back, but I appreciate it.
God, bikers know how to live.
They do. I think it was a low, well, one of their Laotian child brides, if I'm not mistaken.
Ah,
Just took a set. Yeah, yeah.
Laotian.
Sorry, could have been
Sorry,
could have been
it's like
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese,
Viet,
Laotian, and Vietnamese.
Viet mayonnaise. That's
Oh, dude, that Japanese mayo is good.
it.
That
Is
QP mayo. Oh
QP.
God,
Oh yeah,
damn.
yeah.
Come
I
on.
we've got some in the fridge. It's
Do you?
yeah. I still prefer. I'll tell you, I prefer Duke's mayo over.
Do you? I'm trying to get through these. I bought. They had BOGO of the extra big thing at Duke's, and I definitely bought four. That lasts you a while.
It
That
does.
lasts you a good long while.
Yeah.
It's the one. What has it got? It's got twang. It's got zip. It's got zing. What is it? It's Duke's. It's the
It's
one
Duke's.
that your mom gets off to. What is it? What is their tagline?
It's
It's the one
mayo
that makes
that'll.
your mom come. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
Duke's.
mayo that makes you diddle.
Duke's mayo. Your
Uh,
mom came in it.
your Duke's mayo, because your mom says.
Sriracha sauce. Get it out of your pee hole, stupid. We should write the taglines. We should be admin. I mean, come
Why
on.
are we not?
I don't know. I got ideas. Those were just like off the top of my head. I didn't even
Yeah,
like really
Cholula,
research at all.
Cholula, because you because you're white and you like spicy.
I like spicy food, like yogurt. Nice.
And that cultured yogurt, it really dances on the way down.
Did I tell you that Jesus Christ. It's why is it gloopy? I made the amazing mistake. Um, there is a Puerto Rican hot sauce. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like fefe and naranja, something like that. And Puerto Rican food is not typically spicy. Like that's not a thing. It's more Caribbean, you know. But there's this one. It's like an orange hot sauce. And Angie's brother sent us some. He's like, "You're gonna love this. You're gonna. I know you like hot sauce." Or he's like, I know you have like a condiment shelf. You're gonna love this." He sent us like 5 bottles, and the bottle is it's a pint, but it's like a plastic pint bottle that you get like a pint of booze in. Like there's no like little spout or anything. It's like it looks like that. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I was really going with my very limited knowledge of Puerto Rican Spanish, and I was convinced it was a marinade, an orange marinade. So I took an entire one of them bottles that does not have the hot sauce pour spout on it,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and I marinated an entire bird in that shit. I
Oh.
broke it down and then I cooked it up, and then we took a bite, and then I saw through time.
That's why your butthole fell out.
Yeah, so Narada de Fefe, make your butthole fall out. We still have 3 of those bottles. It is delicious. Little goes a long way. You
Yeah.
don't need to. Yeah, don't marinate your chicken in
Don't.
high octane fuel.
No.
No,
No, you
I don't
yeah,
care if it's got a hint of orange peel.
you marinated a duck in jet fuel is what you
Yeah,
did.
and then my beautiful Puerto Rican wife was like, "What did you do?" She's looking at the bottle like, "Stupid ass, this is not a marinade. It looks like it though, doesn't it?" It's like, great. Could you read it? No, it's literally in Spanish.
Look,
It's in Puerto Rican Spanish.
I'm a dirty American. What do I know? Just
I took a gamble and we lost.
uh yeah, you know what? That's life though, buddy. That's life.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's orange marinade and sometimes your dick turns inside out.
Sometimes, every time.
Every time. Sometimes it works every time. Hey, speaking of turning your dick inside out, spliffsociety.org.
.org.
They've got spliffs. Check them out for Christmas.
Go to their website, spliffsociety.org. They are the fine purveyors of hand roasted, toasted palm leaf spliffs. They also have, what else do they have, Larry?
They got some lotus flower spliffs. They got goji berry, which do taste like fruit roll-ups. They're pretty fantastic. There's also grinders, trays, hats, shirts, paraphernalia. So even if you're like, I don't smoke, maybe you know a smoker, maybe you know someone who likes to enjoy what's the term I want to use? Pot. Just be a fucking adult and say it. It's pot. But it's okay. In many places, it's legal. And where it's not legal, that's fucking stupid. Anyway, you can still order it because it all comes empty. You load it up yourself. It's fantastic. But if you're like, I don't do it, but you know somebody who does, get it for them. These guys, the Spell Society is just blowing the fuck up. They've put in the fucking work. And in fact, I think that they are now more successful than our podcast, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, which is very good.
Yeah, but if you do buy anything,
Ask them to promote this.
yeah, no shit. Hey Bradford, can you push a few our way? To use promo code Zig and Larry at checkout.
A little bit of everything you purchase will go to a charity of your choosing. And if you use Zig and Larry in all caps, a little bit of that will actually go to us. You've chosen us.
And if it actually happens, we will, I don't know, maybe put in more of an effort.
Give your mom some Duke's mayo because she's been naughty.
Your mom deserves some Dukes.
Mm-hmm. Put up your Dukes.
Put your
Dukes
up, your
up, mom. There we go. Yep.
That's why we workshop these. Spliffsociety.org. Fill a spliff with mayo and shove it in your mom.
.com.
.org.
.org.
.gov.
Why is mom doing a handstand in the kitchen? Because I got a bunch of Dukes in this pastry bag, and she's been a good girl all year.
What?
I don't know.
We're basting the turkey. Leave us alone. Hey, so I part of my bad mood, and this is we're doing two topics today. Because when I get
is one the fact that you're close to murder?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I was,
the rage really brings out the blue in your eyes.
It really does, right?
Yeah.
They turn icy. Instead of just that deep ocean blue, it's an icy death stare. I was actually looking forward to Christmas this year. Christmas has always been a little for me has always been a little because I with the way that my family was and this, that, and the other had some issues with Christmas. But even after had the kids and I was like trying to be all about Christmas but this year I was looking forward to it. And then today I went to do some Christmas shopping and decided fuck that.
You went to a store this week?
Dude,
what the fuck have you done to yourself?
Well, here's what I've done. I made a tactical error.
Yeah. Well, just learn from it, move on.
That's what I'm trying to do, but I this snuck up on me because as busy as I've been,
well, they change it every year.
That's the shittiest I've been to you in a while.
I deserve much, much more.
But I don't know. That caught me silly. It just hit a little silly button. But yeah, it just all of a sudden I was like, fuck, it's almost Christmas. And I went to order stuff for Nick for Christmas, who's going to hear this, but she's already heard me go, I'm sorry. And if I can't find what you're gonna get it sometime in January. And she's like, I don't give a shit. I love her because she's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And it's fine. But I went today and was reminded that people are fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
So I went with me and the boys, me and the lads, me and the two offspring of the male variety. Went to the mall.
No. Oh, honey.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe you just like hit a Target or a fucking Best Buy or something.
Yeah.
You went to a fucking an actual mall, one of the last few left.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
We
like
have
they're
one.
like wild bison on the plains. You just don't see them that often.
Oh, there goes one. Ours is nearly dead, but we all had some specific things we wanted to check the mall for. Turns out I could only
Signs
find
of life. Were there? Was it like were there people in there? This is probably the one time a year that it's a fucking nut zone.
yeah, yeah. It's normally you go and it's just like hello, and it's just you and the old mall walkers that look at
Yeah.
you like, don't get in the way, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
There's a
Um,
couple of Morlocks in the back of the Cinnabon. Eh.
I will say, well, because there was a Philly cheesesteak place in the food court, and me and the boys were like so excited. We're gonna get some Philly cheesesteaks. We show up, we go directly to the Philly cheesesteak place. It's fucking closed.
Yeah, you'll have that in the mall. Yeah,
There-
that sucks.
there's only two places left open in the food court. One is a
What's called salad, 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 salads, and such.
one's a Mexican joint that we
Why are
all
you why are you air quoting Mexicans?
because we walked up to look at it and it was all in hot. Like, don't get me wrong, if I like the person behind the counter was a 16-year-old blonde girl, and I was like, you're not, this isn't Mexican, this is. And Gideon looked at it and he goes, look, I know I'm on Christmas vacation, but I have better things to do than shit my pants for 2 days. And then there's another place just across the food court, the only other place that's survived, and it's called Bayou Express. Bayou,
Bayou, gotcha.
like down on the bayou.
Hmm.
You want to give a guess what type of fucking food it has?
If it's not like etouffee and shit,
Just throw a guess out there.
like fried stuff. I'm gonna guess. Buy
Chinese
like
food.
let's go Bayou what?
Bayou Express.
Bayou Express. Cajun Chinese Cajun lo mein. And these are and the Philly cheesesteak place took a shit. But Bayou Express is still kicking.
Yeah. Yep. And there used to be two locations of Auntie Anne's pretzels in that goddamn mall. And now it's down to one. And the line goes down past the Spencer's goddamn gifts. All I want, we got there, I was like, fine, I can't have that. Can't have a cheesesteak. I'm gonna have a goddamn hot pretzel. I wasn't gonna wait in line 45 minutes for a goddamn hot pretzel.
Yeah.
I could not have been angrier. Especially as we walked by and there was somebody up there going, I'm not sure. And I'm like, they've got hot pretzels or they've got pretzel bites. Make a decision. Savory or sweet. These are the only decisions you need to make. Why is it so hard? How big is the pretzel? It's turning right here.
It's in front of you. At no point in time are they invoking any kind of guile. They're showing you exactly what they're offering.
We thought it out and put it in this rotisserie.
We've boiled it down to this thing.
We've some of them we've cut up. We've
Yeah.
chopped them up into tiny bites. So if you can't, like, if you're too busy to actually take a bite of the pretzel, you just shove it into your fat fucking face and swallow it whole. You cankle having piece of shit.
We pre-cut it for the people who are somehow intimidated by pretzels.
Oh, that seems like a lot. I'll just have these pretzel bites.
Mhm.
God damn it. So uh we did go. I took the boys because we're all like, we're
That's the same person I'm behind every time I'm at a self-checkout line, by the way. I'm always behind that person.
yeah.
Like you're gonna need to, the light's gonna go on. You're gonna have to talk to somebody because I just don't know why you gave the yogurt. Fuck you.
it's it's the same person that goes to a Chipotle and just freezes. So many choices.
The first, I was terrified. The first time I went to Chipotle, I fucked up because I was not prepared. I did not know what was going on, and there was nobody in there when I went in there. Like there was just like there were people eating, but there's nobody in line, right? So I'm like, you know what? I know that it's a great your own burrito joint, but I didn't do any research. I don't know what the options are. So I just go up there and I look, and I'm gonna say like, okay, so what's the deal? Like, what do I do? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, before this person can answer, what seems the entire fucking brigade is behind me, and they're pissed and they're pressuring me. So I literally said, all of it. It's like, what? I'm like, some of everything. On one? I'm like, yeah. It's like, all right, dude. That is not what you do.
No, no,
No.
no.
And you watch the biggest fucking teenager in the world manhandle to fucking fold this thing. Like, oh God, what have I done? He's like, I don't know, man. Nobody's ever done that before.
we're gonna need to bring Pinhead up from the back with his big hands. I got it. Don't worry.
At this point, it should go in a trough, right? Is that...
What's he been doing? I've been stirring beans all day. That's his job. That's my job.
This is a gentleman who lives in a holler. That's just yeah.
Uh, yeah, we went over to the Five Guys. Sorry, this isn't part of the topic. We went over to the Five Guys. Do you know
Across the street from the mall, or
it's connected to the mall?
okay, so that they existed.
You have to
They
go
still...
outside and around the corner, but it's
but it's not like, but you can't like get there. It's not part
you
of the
could
food
just
court.
yeah, we just walk out, go around, and walked it. Do you know how much it costs for three people
I've
to
literally never eaten at Five Guys. No, I don't know.
for me, Glenn, and Gideon all got bacon cheeseburgers, and we split a large fry and three drinks. That was $70.
What?
Yeah, yeah, it's insane. And I was like, oh right, because you get these burgers, and I forget that each burger is like $12, but then everything is free that goes on it.
Wait, a burger is $12,
Mm-hmm.
and you can load up whatever you want on it.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get to $70?
Three burgers, a large fry. Well, and then I did tip 20%.
Okay.
Um,
I'm guessing you bought blowjobs for the boys or something.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
at Handy, so the blowjobs were super expensive, and
Mm-hmm.
but they come with a milkshake, so it was like, what do we do? I come with a milkshake too, if you know what I mean. Just like
Duke's mayonnaise.
Duke's mayonnaise. Make a milkshake out of it and put it in your mom. It's Christmas after all.
Mm-hmm.
But we're sitting there, and I'm I'm just sitting there, and I'm getting more and more impatient as I'm watching them fuck up how to cook. Because I'm like, I used to be at the winery. We had the flat top grill.
Yeah.
It's all burgers. It's all burgers, bags of chips. I get it.
With or without cheese.
With or without cheese. That's double, with or without cheese. Double, single, with or without cheese. That's it. That's our fucking menu. And I'm watching them, like, and then they wander over, and I went from there's only two of them. They're working as hard as they can to what the fuck is happening. And Glenn and Gideon are like, we got to get dad out of public. And then there was some old broad, and this is what I'm getting to, is sitting there, and I'm watching her, and she would just sit there real quiet, and then just all of a sudden go, and I was like, what the fuck, patient zero? And Gideon's like, you gotta stop that.
Is she trying to eat French fries nasally?
It's bad when you have sleep apnea while you're awake.
Yeah, that's probably, you should check that out. Get that
Yeah,
checked out.
and well, and she'd sit there and she'd be talking, then all of a sudden she'd just sneeze onto the table. And then she coughed the way that Mama from Throw Mama from the Train talked.
Nice. That's a dated reference, but I still get it. Yeah, that's good. Too goddamn sultry in here. That's nice. That's the kind of woman she can't decide whether she should eat the raw fruit bat or the pangolin. You know what I mean? People like that.
Yep. And so that's when the boys were like, I think you're all done being in public. And I was like, I think I am. I think we're like, yep.
Did you purchase any items
for
present? Okay.
I did get something for my wife, and something else for a friend of mine, and because I saw it as I was buying something for my wife, I was like, oh, that's cheap and fun. We'll get that. Cheap and fun. Duke's
mayonnaise.
But I'm walking at one. The mall used to have like a carousel and Christmas trees and be decorated, and there was Santa and all of this. and this was fucking desolate. But let me ask you, and don't say all of it, because I know you're not that much of a Grinch. But what is the worst part of Christmas for you?
I'm not a huge Christmas guy, but I will say, for me, every public place playing fucking Christmas carols for a month and a half drives me up the goddamn wall. And when I used to work in bars and restaurants, like listening to it over and over and over, it just makes you want to fucking just choke a bitch. And that goddamn Mariah Carey song, oh fuck my life.
Uh,
That for me, that's what it is. Going into public at every goddamn place. We were at a bar last night. We checked out a rooftop bar. We ended up the one place we could sit is right next to the speaker that's crackling, and it's all fucking old timey Christmas carols. And I'm like, we stayed for one drink. Like, you want to walk? Let's get the fuck out of here. That's my answer.
yeah, yeah.
That and children's joy. That also upsets me.
There it is. All
Yep.
right, the utter joy of children. I
Yeah. But no, yeah, the constant music.
yeah, I'm with you. Like, well, that was the thing at the mall. It was so weird because I don't remember hearing any music anywhere. It's like, yeah, that was it. That was just like a tumbleweed went through. A child got taken by a coyote.
Yeah, there's some matter of wild animal noises in the background. One lone fucking crow.
It was so, even though there were people, it was like,
A handful of raccoons and the things remembered just digging through shit.
dude, I saw a video of a raccoon killing an iguana.
The hell were you searching for? Oddly enough, recipes for pie.
You're not wrong. I was looking up key lime pie recipe, and it brought up,
It was two more. It was two extra clicks. I clicked on two things,
yeah,
and all of a sudden, raccoons killing iguanas.
yeah. But it was on some island just outside of Miami, and this iguana sitting there, and the raccoon just came out of the tree and was like, you know what? Fuck you, Dave. I've told you 16 times, get the fuck out of my hood. This is it. I'm showing. And this iguana was like, fuck! And the raccoon was like, nope. And just pinned its legs, drug it off. And then every time it tried to spin, it was like, fuck you, you little, and just like went to town on this iguana. And I was like, that is awesome because those green iguanas aren't supposed to be there. They are an invasive
Oh no,
species.
they're invasive. Yeah, they're not
So
up here, but they're in southern. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So good. I'm glad that raccoons are conservation minded.
I got those fucking raccoons that live in this neighborhood, and the big male does not. He is not scared of me,
No,
and I do not want to fucking accidentally find him while I'm walking my 10-pound aged dog. Like, oh shit,
it just
Kwani, don't bark. No, don't make it fucking no.
I'm telling you, take a roast beef sandwich with you, keep it in your pocket, so when Big Boy comes out and expects a toll for you to pass,
Yeah,
you're like, there you go, boss, and he's like, and then he just wanders off eating that roast beef sandwich. I'm telling you,
yeah. I'm not.
or
I'm
a
not fucking
muffin.
with no possible rabbit coon.
No, no,
I
like
also only refer to it as a coon because every time I say it, Ange is still not used to hearing that word. So she just gives me a side eye. I'm like, I can say it, man. I'm talking about animals.
yeah.
There's.
I can't say it the way I sound and the way
I
I.
shouldn't, obviously, but there is technically nothing wrong with. I would never use it the other way, but
Yeah,
it's just kind of a cheeky thing to do to annoy my wife.
understandable. Like
Yeah,
your wife did not understand that not all rednecks are racist.
correct. She needed to be taught that. She also, before she met me, she had never been into a place, any place where people lived that didn't have street lights. So that was for
Right.
someone to go visit my mom. She's like, people in the fucking country can see in the dark. How can you get around? Like, you've never left the city, have you? She's like, not really.
Yeah, you've never been camping.
No, you're God, no.
I yeah, it was just the first day we're there, and Anne's just trying to argue with me about rednecks, and I'm like, no, you miss it. There's hillbillies and they're fine. And it really depends. Some of them. Oh boy, we're gonna have to talk about this, aren't we? Yeah, Angie, you're being racist right now. That would have been like, you live outside for the next several days. All right.
All right.
You take all of your meals out here. Here, take the rum. but leave us alone. You don't get to come mess.
That's what I'm referring to the five raccoons as Sly and the Family Coon. That's what's upsetting here.
That is delightful, actually.
I haven't bothered to name the other ones yet because I haven't seen them up close. Just the big one who is not running away from me. The other ones will get out of my way. This one does not.
Um, Worst part of Christmas for me is the shopping.
Mhm.
I fucking
I do it all online. I do it all online and I get it done before December.
well, if I hadn't literally I was like, okay, at the begin it was the beginning of December, and I was like, I need to start ordering. And then I had gigs, and all of a sudden I was the last week of, the week before Christmas, and I'm like, why didn't I get on this shit in November?
Mhm.
It just the time passed, and it's now going out because people are so self-centered and they won't get out of the way. I nearly there was like three different times where Gideon and Glenn both grabbed my arms and they're like, "Nope, don't say anything." And I'm like, "I'm gonna," because there was one point Gideon is going down the right side of, and there's signs in the walkway of like, "Go do this, go do this," and some asshole, there was a group coming on the other
Go
side.
check out where the arcade used to be.
Oh, right. Go look where people used to have fun. Um, and people are walking on the correct side because rules of the road. You walk down the right, and it's that's how you
Mhm.
do it. It's everything is, but this fucking inbred looking couple comes down the opposite side and makes Gideon like have to get out of the way, and I started to say something, and Glenn just grabbed me around the shoulder and was just like, don't. And I was like, but, and he goes, I can't, Dad, don't get in a fight at Christmas at the mall. How disappointed would grandma be? And I was like, fine.
Doesn't matter. I pulled that bitch's plug.
But I just it's having to put up with other people. Also, making goddamn plans. Every year every year we've had the same rule since we've gotten married. Since Nicole and I got married, we have had the rule of we don't travel for Christmas. And every year somebody goes, "What are you guys doing for Christmas? Are you want to come here?" No. No, we're going to make a prime rib roast and cocktails and homemade biscuits, and we're going to be here and lazy all day. If you want to see us, you know where we live.
Mhm.
But every year somebody's like, well, you should come to us. Why?
I
No.
won't do that shit anymore. No. Well, plus, I mean, I moved 1,200 miles away from all my family, so it was fucking great. But I mean, like, I, I that's what drove me nuts. I just gave up on Christmas, especially with the first marriage, which was all right. Grab the dogs, grab all the presents, grab all the food, put it in the trunk. Okay, well, not to don't put the dogs in the trunk, put the dogs in the back. Okay, let's drive fucking 2 hours to the one person's house. Okay, let's go have a meal. Let's go do presents. Great. Let's drive another 3 hours with the dogs and the shit and the garbage to the other people's house to make everybody else happy, and then we'll drive all the way back to us. No, fuck you.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Well, me and Andrew were going to go to the beach because last year was 80, but it's going to be like 55. So I think we're going to go to the movies.
Sure.
I'm going to smoke another ham and we're going to go to the movies. I think that's what we're doing.
It seems like a reasonable, like, again, up here, kids will be here. We're making a prime rib roast. We're gonna have a bunch of goodies that we're gonna munch on all day. Gonna
Mhm.
make a big Christmas meal. Glenn and I are working on a cocktail menu for the day.
Nice.
But we have said, for Nicole and I have been married 8 years, and it was before that we would go and do. But once we got married, we're like, no, nobody wants to do, none of the kids want to get in the car and travel all day. Um, and they want, because we would get up and rip the presents open and be like, oh great, that's what you guys got for Christmas. Go shower, we got to get on the road in
Hmm.
45 minutes, and trying to get five of us out. And then we're like, because we would let the kids take their time, like, oh, I thought you'd be here by noon. Well, there was five of us with one bathroom, in a 1,400 square foot house, if we're 1,200, trying to get in and out, trying to get ready. We got on the road as soon as we could. It's Christmas. I let the kids sleep in. They wanted to sleep in. I let them sleep. It's that shit. And then
Mhm.
now it's like, well, but now we got to make when we're like, oh, what works for you guys? Okay, this is what works for us. Oh, well, we'd rather not do that. Can we do this instead? How about you find a better date that works better for
I don't plan a fucking shit anymore. I kind of phoned it in this year for my brother's kids. I pulled they're almost their birthdays are in a couple of months. They'll be 12 and 14. Okay, so I think that old Uncle Ed is pulling the uncle thing now. $50 bills. That's what she got. $50 bills in a card in the mail. That's go buy your own fucking Adderall or whatever it is you want.
dude, that's once kids hit a certain age, all they
Spend it
want
at spliffsociety.org.
at spliffsociety.org, where you can fill spliffs full of Duke's mayo and give it to your mom. Um, .org.
Make your mom come.
Make your mom come with Duke's mayo and Spliff Society.org. That's
It's just a
that's the
picture of
thing.
a
Once
guy
kids hit a certain
winking.
age, stop trying to buy things for them. Just give them cash.
Because if they tell you they want something next week, they don't want it anymore anyway.
Yeah. Just
Or if they get it, they're not going to want it in a week.
yeah. Yeah, what they might have said 6 months ago, oh, I think that's cool. And you went, oh, man, I locked that in my brain. And then they get it and they're like, thanks. And well,
No,
just,
they're not. They're kids. They're not a person yet.
yeah, just a cold, hard cash. Like,
Hmm.
like, you send me a screaming goat in the fucking mail.
Yeah.
I could not be more excited. I love this goat. It sits right here as I'm working. Especially like if I'm like writing sets or just writing in general and I get stuck, I just reach over and yeah, scream, you little bastard. And it's a nice little break. Um, but yeah, I I'm just real tired of of all the time people are just expecting us. That's the worst part for me. People are they just
Goddamn hate
expect
the holidays.
us to travel to them, and you are not. You're exempt from that. We wanted to come to Florida and spend
No.
the time.
Yes, absolutely.
I realized how that sounded for a second. I was like,
I
wait,
don't
no.
believe so at all. I actually didn't even think about that.
Yeah, but now I am. Thanks, you asshole. um, but yeah, it's it's that the having to. I love giving presents. I love to see the look on people's faces when they open the present. I
Because it's
love,
usually human shit.
yeah, and it's not even mine.
No.
You got to source that.
Will you shit in this Tupperware for my kid? What?
There's a 50 in it for you.
I'm
All
sorry. Am I in the wrong line for that? I don't think there is a line.
Look, all I'm saying is it's Christmas time and we've got a lot of unhoused people downtown that are looking for cash.
Walked into a sperm donor and would just walk up the front and said, "I'll take three." Hand him three Ziploc sandwich baggies and say, "I'll take three."
Huh. This yogurt isn't frozen at all. It's
No,
very goopy.
3 ounces of your saltiest fine.
So I'm that was yeah, I wanted to talk about the Christmas bullshit. Even though I love like seeing people happy. I love seeing people open their presents. I loved all that. It's all the shit that comes with it. But here now that we've only got a few minutes left, finally gonna get to the other topic I wanted to talk about. Today is 25 years that we lost Chris Farley.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. Now, I don't know how you feel about Farley. Farley for me was a big comedic influence. I know, shock. Uh, Fatty fall down,
Mm.
big dumb dude. I loved pretty much everything he did. Even oh the now I'm forgetting the name of it.
I can't get through Beverly Hills Ninja without touching myself.
It's Christian Bale's favorite movie.
Hmm.
For real though, that came up like as I was looking stuff up, and it's like Christian Bale's favorite movie is Beverly Hills Ninja, and I was like, absolutely.
I was trying to think of the worst Farley movie I could come up with. That's what I had.
No, Christian Bale says it's the perfect movie.
Yeah, I don't even care.
Chris Rock would disagree.
Yes.
But Chris Rock is also, a snot.
Punchable.
Slappable. Slappable.
Slappable. Yeah.
But yeah, it's Tommy Boy was such a killer fucking flick.
Mm-hmm.
And I know like Farley was this super complex dude that when you see him on screen, everyone's just like, oh, he's just a big stupid fatty fall down. And that's how he described so many of like the movies that he was given was, oh, it's another fatty fall down. At least Tommy Boy had like all the heart and actually gave him an opportunity to act. Like
I mean, I'm a fan of Farley, but I wouldn't say I'm a connoisseur. I always get Tommy Boy and Black Sheep the scenes fucked up in my head because they're very similar to movie to me.
mhm,
In my I don't think I've seen either of them in probably shit, I don't know, 12, 15 years.
yeah. Well, and that was the problem because he had to sign a contract for 2 movies and he didn't want to do Black Sheep
Mm.
because it wasn't. I mean, I watch it and I laugh. Him fighting Gary Busey is fantastic.
David Spade's in both of those, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He and Spade are in both, and pretty much playing the same characters just with different names. Um, the little smartass who has to be the handler for the big
Hmm.
dumb guy that actually has a mild level of privilege.
Yeah.
And then at the end, because of heart, he prevails, and it, which that's why he was like, this is the same movie, but of course, Lorne Michaels just kind of was like, no, no, you can't get out of it. You have to do both. And he was like, okay, well, there was like another movie, and I don't remember.
I want a more $millions.
Please, I need more hundreds to wipe my ass with.
This is 25 years ago. I've bled the kids in the hall dry. Your turn.
Pretty much.
Lord Michaels has an awful lot like Dr. Evil.
Actually, Dr. Evil was based on Lorne Michaels.
Is that true? Actually, now that I think about it, they actually do sound a lot alike.
That is absolutely true. Mike Myers' Dr. Evil is his he based it on Lorne Michaels.
Fuck. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, it's that thing of when you have someone that makes you a lot of money and then you make them do the thing that they do until they're miserable and
Turning a woman out and turning him into a crack whore. Well, I'm sorry. What is this Jeopardy? What
yes,
is making a woman a crack whore?
right. That's it's Lorne Michaels Jeopardy. Right. Okay, cool. So like every time you hear Dr. Evil go, right, cool, that is what Lorne Michaels does to people. Like when he gives people cool, that's the you need to leave my office now.
Gotcha.
And then what's the other one? Oh yeah, I knew that. It was I didn't know that, but I'm going to claim that I did, and now because now you've told me. But yeah, he actually Chris Farley was up for the role of the cable guy in The Cable Guy.
Oh, okay.
It was given to him, and then they would not let him get out. Instead of pushing Black Sheep off for like a few months,
Mm.
they were like, nope, you're contractually obligated to do Black Sheep. You have to do Black Sheep, and so they actually paid him a lot of money to leave Cable Guy.
Well,
And
well, I mean, Sir Laurence Olivier did do a great job in that role.
oh my god, yeah, it was one of his better ones, and I'm glad he got the opportunity to really have a juicy, meaty
Hmm.
role before he
Yeah.
passed away. I'm glad to see it didn't go to some hack. But yeah, Farley is just I could talk about. I know you're not a huge like Farley
Oh,
guy.
I'm a fan, but I'm not. I wouldn't say that he's like. I'm not like you. Like I'm not like.
Yeah,
I'm not like you. Larry, I'm
No,
not.
no.
I'm not one of you.
If well, let's face it, I'm the Farley to your Spade most of the time.
Well, shit. Um, no, no, a big fan. I mean, like any of the heavy hitters from SNL, I'm going to be a fan of. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, and
With
he
the
was
exception uh, oh god, El King's dad. Rob Schneider can
Rob
fucking kill
Schneider.
himself. But that's yeah.
Yeah, Rob Schneider's a he's something else.
I once saw him sing live karaoke. I don't know much, but I know I love you. And he was brought onto stage by a blonde woman who was in heels and must have been 6'8" in those fucking things. It was terrifying. And he was blind, nonverbal drunk. He didn't know the rest of the song. He just knew that part. And he waited for it and he sang that. And then he just mumbled and made out with her grossly as she's bending over as if to like pet a dog on stage. It was very weird. He
that's
was he was very weird.
that is probably the most Rob Schneidery of Rob Schneider story. Now, I've heard great things about
Yeah.
him. I've heard people be like, "No, Schneider's a great guy." I've worked with him. Schneider's a good dude, and I'm like, but he comes off as such a schmuck.
Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I
He's
like his
now
kids'
he's
music.
also a right wing shill now. Like
Yeah.
he's pandering now. Um, and he's one of the comedy's dead crowds, and I'm like, comedy's dead. Yeah, sure is. Maybe just learn how to adapt to your current. You can still say what you want to say if you say it in a clever and funny fashion. Like half of my
See him sit down just on the top of the page. It just says women are dumb. How do I spin this in today's society?
I spent there's part of my act right now is just talking about how everyone's wrong and stupid, and including me. And, I'm sure I'm wrong and stupid, and I'm a dirty hypocrite just like everybody else. We're all dirty, dumb, stupid hypocrites, and here's why. But I say it in a clever and fun fashion, which tends to make people go, "All right." Like
For 4 people a night.
I, um,
I know we're almost out. We almost got you out of that mood, but I had to dump you right back in. I'm
flush it.
such a prick.
Like my gun jokes where I'm talking about guns, and there's a guy in the front row with a camouflage cap that says "Come and take it," and he's laughing because I present it in a way that makes him go, "Well, I don't agree, but by God, you make it a good point. All right, ha ha ha. All right, we're all laughing at this because I'm also making fun of people on both sides. Just I don't know.
I don't understand how people offended by comics. It's pointless. It's comedy. It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Nobody's like forcing this onto your children as a way of life. Shut the fuck up. Who
Yeah.
gives a you can't say that because it hurts my feelers. Fuck you.
Well, but it's the same people that are like, well, I hate the phrase. Comedians are the modern day philosophers. No, they're not. And if Carlin was a philosopher, but he did it in a funny way. But he also didn't always want. He wanted to laugh eventually, but he was fine with 8 minutes of silence,
Yeah, oh
and
yeah. Hmm.
then giving you a punchline that made you go, "Oh shit, thank you." But Carl, if anybody was a philosopher, Carlin was a philosopher. Um, but people have now gotten this idea of well, if you make a joke about something I like, then you're hurting me, and or you can't say anything about my politics. Well, fuck you.
Are we advocating for the comedy is dead thing now? I think that
No,
no.
no.
I'm trying to figure out where the point is. I know I'm trying to verbalize
Mm. Um, Promote shows if you hire people.
it. Stuff Duke's mayonnaise in your mom's crotch.
Duke's mayonnaise, up your mom. Bice boots
Spatula full of
confetti.
Dukes in your mother.
A spatula full of Dukes, and it's like Zig and Larry ignore a topic. It's like a spatula full of dukes in your mom's
In your mom,
and your
in your
mom.
mom's box.
Oh, fuck this week. We'll see if I make it, buddy. I made it last week. Hopefully this will be a less stressful week. I was supposed to have 2 weeks off. Like I try I I didn't have anything set up for New Year's Eve, and I was like, all right. You know, a lot of times people are like, oh, if you're an entertainer and you don't work New Year's Eve, I consider it a fucking blessing most of the time. I've worked
Mm.
several New Year's Eves and been like, I mean, it's varying degree of success, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes people show up and they're already drunk, and
Oh yeah.
sometimes people show up and they're like, I gotta sit quietly for I oh right, this isn't a band. I have to sit here and listen to this asshole wax
Mm.
poetic about his butthole. Great. Uh, so like I worked New Year's Eve last year. I'm not booked this year. I didn't even try. I was like, I'm good. I'm good. I might go see a buddy of mine perform at the comedy club in Mason City. He's one of my favorites, and I haven't seen him for a while. So I'm turning inside now out now because of gas. That's
Mm.
fun. But yeah, I was like, oh, 2 weeks off, that'll be good. And then a friend of mine got a hold of me and he was like, hey, dude, um, I'm doing a private party. Can you come do some time? And I was like, I don't know, man. What day is it? And he's like, it's Friday the 23rd. And I'm like, oh, how much time? He goes, it's only about this much. And I said, how much is pay? And he told me. I went, I'm in. Yeah, absolutely. 15. I'm like, you only need
Nice.
15 minutes for that pay? Ooh, yeah, fuck. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Um, so but I'm looking forward to the time off because I need the fucking break. Uh, anyway, what we learned today. This was supposed to be
Literally.
more about Chris Farley. I'll be honest. I've had all this like Farley stuff and gonna talk about it. And I don't know. Fatty fall down. I love Chris Farley. It's too bad he's gone. I would have liked to have seen the direction he would have went with his career. Um, if he had
Probably right towards more coke.
I was gonna say if he
Like,
had gotten
like,
clean and stayed
like,
there.
like next to like the table in his rider where it says that he gets like only yellow M&Ms plus donuts and a big bowl of cocaine.
Ah, yes. Yeah. Still curious how much cocaine.
A bowl of
A
a
bowl.
serving dish full.
Well, I mean, oh,
Tony Montana mounds of.
I wonder though. Part of me
If it
always
was flour, you could make a wedding cake.
if he would go like the like a 3 tier or 4 tier.
4 tier.
Oh shit. I maybe he'd go the way of Robert Downey Jr. and get just real cleaned up and then like go from fat Farley to fit Farley.
Just yo-yo back and forth between success and lunacy.
Yes. Yeah, that's all I've ever wanted for myself.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, we haven't hit the success. We've got the lunacy part.
Well, I mean, start there, work your way out.
That's there's only one way to go right
Hmm.
now. I I think my favorite part is all the people that reach out to me to hey, can you book a show for me? Can you set up a show for me? I sure. Why not? Why not? What else am I doing, right? The fuck else am I doing? What did we learn, buddy? I'm gonna just tie this around my neck.
Literally, the only thing I learned is that Duke's Mayo makes middle-aged women come if they've sired a child.
There it is. Yeah. Okay. I
Yeah.
knew there was a caveat somewhere.
Hmm.
Um,
But now I'm just thinking, how do you get it out?
the bottle.
No, no, no. How do you get it out of your mom? Like once it's done its business,
Are you familiar with the
how do you
term?
how do you retrieve it to make your hoagie?
Well, you said a spatula. You just reach up it. Actually, I think what you do is you stand her over the bread, and then you
Looks
grab
like a
her
plunger.
and you blow in her nose really hard. Just
There you go.
and just a little
Hmm.
squirt. Um,
Like one of those squeezable mayos where it's
yeah,
at the bottom. You
yeah. It's like pushed down like a toothpaste.
is it only mayo on the hoagies roll? Well, you started this, so you're eating it. I don't know what it is.
You're the one that demanded that mom get a Christmas present this year. I wanted to make her a card. You wanted to do what dad never could.
I was gonna make one of those cute little coupon books. I said one free hug, I'll mow the lawn, I'll vacuum, but no, you wanted to get her to come with fucking egg products.
So that's what we did, isn't it? That's what we did. And now
Whipped
what?
up some eggs and oils, gave it some twang, and now mom's all hopped up,
Now, all, now
saying she loves Christmas.
all of our roast turkey sandwiches taste a little fishy.
She's been making a lot of ham salad, egg salad, a lot of salad, chicken salad. She's been doing a lot of that kind of salad.
It's
It's not really salad.
what is this? Fish? Leftover turkey. Tastes like fish. It's leftover turkey. I'm not convinced. Mom? Mm-hmm. Did you okay, I have to ask, did you douche recently? Yeah. This salad dressing.
That's what it is. Duke's is the mayo with twang. What's the twang? The flavor of a hysterectomy.
Oh, hey buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Happy holidays.
Happy whatever.
Yeah, happy whatever you
Happy to not be loading a whole bunch of humanity and objects in a car and driving around.
yeah. Hey, you know, happy whatever all y'all celebrate. Um sorry I'm not sorry. Sometimes I get to be a fucking piss bear. And that was today. Today was my day to be a fucking grumpy piss bear. I mean, hopefully I kind of feel better now. Like I was going back to like feeling a little junky, but now feeling better, just letting that out. Maybe
Good, good.
maybe that's what I needed. Just let some of that negativity out. Guess what?
What's that? You just like looked off into the distance poetically, but I realized that it's a wall. There is no distance. You're just staring at a wall. I don't know if there's anything on it.
Just staring at the wall, hoping
Look at that
answers manifest
drywall.
themselves. But no answers will come.
No,
And, that's what we need to. That's what I learned: is no answers are coming,
good, good for you.
and nobody's gonna save you. You are on your own. Merry Christmas. If there's one thing my parents taught me,
We ended on that. You are on your own. Merry Christmas.
yeah, you know what? I'll actually make sure that we do end it on that. I will
Good.
honestly make sure that you're on your own. Merry Christmas.
Excellent.
All right, I'm actually, yeah, I'll just shut it off now because it's weird.
Yeah.